I'm in Dubai. I'm at the Expo, and it is humongous. So even though I've been here for a while, it was not going to work for me to get back home in time. So I thought, why not? We'll just do it here.
Ah,
So I'm
So
sitting on a bench.
you have to wear a mask over there, huh?
Yes, yes, everywhere. So that's where I am. That's the Japan pavilion.
Wow, beautiful.
Uh, the thing in the distance, I don't know if you can see, that's Israel. That's the park. The show is going to begin in about an hour. That's the US pavilion. This is all about sustainable energy. That's about technology, water, music. That's the US pavilion in the distance. I don't know if you can see it.
So what is the overall theme of this technology or?
It's actually all about, we are in the sustainability arena.
Oh, okay.
So the theme over here, all the countries that are here, they're showcasing their work on sustainability. And then they have one which is a Mission Possible. And that is all about innovation, robotics, AI, that sort of stuff, applied to making the world a better place. So countries that are there are all about that. And then we have, then there's another one, which is the three main pavilions. I can't remember what the third one is. They all have, the countries that display themselves there are displaying those kind of projects.
Nice.
So it's quite nice. It's a lot of use of audio visual now. So in the past, they would have done real sculptures and that sort of stuff. And now they're using AV in very interesting ways. So everything is a wall, everything is an LED screen, and it lights up at night. And during the day, you can't really see that much. But it's starting to light up now. But
what time is it there now?
So it is 6:24 in the evening.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a very, very big show. They have this an annual show or something new?
No, this is the first time it's happening. It was to happen in 2020 and then they couldn't do it. It happens once every 6 years. I think a country in the world wins a lottery, like the
Olympics.
Like the Olympics. And Dubai won it, and they really wanted to do it in 2020, which was the year to showcase where we've gotten to in the world and where we are going, and clearly nothing could be done. So it was only inaugurated yesterday. And I think people are all very wary, but you can see there's hardly anybody, not many people here. So we just thought we'll come in early. I don't think I can take my mask off. A lot of policing of masks goes on here. So I'm going to
the mask police.
They have the mask police. We had to have the vaccination certificate. There's temperature checking everywhere that you go.
Oh,
there's very, very highly sanitized food courts. Not that easily available food. So thank God we brought water with us. But it's quite amazing, you know, how much, like every country and every display, it's full spectrum. It literally is people, prosperity, and the planet. They're all talking about these three things, what they're up to. So it's quite special. And I don't think they would have done that in the way it was envisioned before. But I think because of 2020, this is something that is happening.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I know there's still a bit of time. So we have a few more people that are there. What does the sound like? Is it really bad? The sound?
Okay. No.
It's all right. It
You
sounds
can hear me.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay. So just for a few others who have joined, I'm actually at the Dubai 2020, which is like a really big, humongous show from different countries. They've all come here to show what they have been up to in the context of prosperity, planet, and people. So we are in the sustainability pavilion. It's all lighting up now. Fortunately, it's day 2, so there aren't that many people. So it's all about energy. That's the US pavilion. So you all get to visit the world with me.
You have a body cam.
Yeah. This is the Japan pavilion. It's very, very intricate, really quite beautiful. I think Israel has been amazing. Yeah, Israel pavilion has been amazing. We're going to visit the Saudi pavilion, which is supposed to be one of the best. And while I'm doing this, my sister and one of our friends, they are visiting the US pavilion. And then they've created like a biogeodesic dome structure in which they have the concert. So yesterday it was inaugurated by Andrea Bocelli.
Wow.
Nice.
That is Israel. Israel is just phenomenal, but it's a bit noisy. That's why I'm sitting away from it. I don't know if you can see in a distance, there is the screen, but maybe towards the end of my thing, I'll walk towards it. As long as you can all see it properly, hear me properly, that's okay.
We can hear you fine.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's one which is called Mission Possible, and they chose water, food, and soil. I mean, I was excited because most people don't talk about soil very much.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very excited that they've actually got a whole dedication to soil. And yes, they had about humans, and that's where they talked a little bit about the human dignity. But the show and the display was just so amazing. And they were inviting you to make pledges. And as you sat down and looked up at the sky and you saw all these pledges just going through, and it was quite beautiful, And then you played a game which is all about how do you capture moisture from the air in Peru using these fog capture nets. And you played the virtual game, and then they were keeping track of how many liters of fog capture has already been collected and sent to which communities in Peru through the Expo. It really began yesterday. So I captured about 27 liters of water.
Wow. That's amazing.
Amazing the way they've done it. I think because of 2020, I mean, clearly it is a miracle of 2020. Because of 2020, everything has become very, what do I say? It's become interactive. It's very media based. And even the displays are all interactive. So clearly they've got a lot of technology that they're using. Everything is LED. They are talking about their carbon footprint pretty much every day. But like the issue with a place like this, doing a big show like this, you expect to be able to pick up water somewhere or have food and stuff. Because of COVID, they only have certain designated areas for that. So anyway, they're having to balance it. I think they'll perfect it this month when people start arriving from next month onwards. So I'm going to, for those of you who haven't seen, I have to wear a mask. So that's me wearing a mask. Not a very fetching photograph. So I'm actually, I can either turn it around or I can just turn the video off and we can begin.
They should hire you as a tour guide. You did such a great job of explaining everything.
I'm just sitting here in one place so that we can do it. It was quite difficult to find a place that didn't have so much background noise. It's quite wonderful how, you can be in any of these exhibition areas. And we had like I chose Peru for a lot of my water fog capture delivery. So I had like two people, heads of families, telling me what it meant for them to get my 21 liters. And it's like,
Mm,
hello, I've just visited this pavilion and I've just played a virtual game, you know? And that's what it
that's
did. It,
so cool.
yeah, really interesting.
I, for
Okay,
one,
so,
love the background, so I'm happy if you just leave it as it is. It feels so
okay,
fantastic. Oh.
okay, okay, fine. So let's begin. I don't know how to spotlight my video here. And I know that Anushri has joined, but I don't know how to give you host, right? Okay, I'm just going to go with this. Suzanne is going to have to work a magic, a magic here, how to load it onto YouTube. Okay. Okay, so let's begin. Get yourself in a comfortable place. So I just need to mute everyone. So yes, if you can by yourself mute yourself, that would be great. Uh, okay. So this is what I call a stillness, right? I am here in stillness with so much that is going on, which is a stimulation for all senses. Um, and you're all going to get to experience that. There must be an important reason why I am to do this from here. This was a very hyped up project, like massively hyped up project. And when it didn't happen, there were like hundreds of millions that were lost or written off because it couldn't happen in 2020. And what it did was it brought a softness into this country. It brought a softness and more heartfelt way in which those that govern this place operate. And a lot of humility entered. There was before the pandemic occurred, you know, because Dubai was creating such a lot of noise about 2020, you know, Expo 2020. Countries around the world were also in their ego, like literally beating their chests, me Tarzan, watch us, this is what we are going to do in 2020 and all that. There's a lot of that going on. And with it not happening at the last minute, it completely transformed. There's a lot of humility. Every pavilion you go to has so many hosts and hostesses that direct you, and you know clearly
What's going on?
um, so I am here at Expo 2020, Gail, and I am running the Beyond Meditation from here.
Where are you?
In Dubai, in this place called Expo 2020.
Oh yeah,
And
it
we are
looks like
doing this. So we are going to do the Beyond Meditation from here.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable, Mynoo. Thank you.
Oh, no. The funny thing was, we actually wanted to go to the Sustainability Pavilion, and we took the wrong bus, and it took us to the Mission Possible Pavilion. So it was like, okay, Mission Possible it is.
Wow.
So,
I love
so
it.
we are. So if you just mute yourself, I was really connecting the dots in terms of, you know, I'm guided to do the meditation from here, and I think there's so much. You know, first of all, there's a presence of many countries, and there is also you know, like there's been a requirement for each country to demonstrate what they are up to in the context of people, prosperity, and the planet. So that's what is being shown. And I don't think all countries were prepared for that. There's also a collaborative co-creation of coexistence between real projects, real people, as well as use of technology, innovation, great vibe of celebration throughout, just the way it is done, and a lot of humility. The videos that are being shown by the countries that we've seen, they're grounded because there was a requirement, and this has come about as a result of 2020 and the fact that this Expo 2020 that was so talked about couldn't happen in 2020. And they had to literally shift and turn it around and make it a brand, Expo 2020, and actually do it this time around. And that brought in, like I was saying, a lot of humility and softness in the governing authorities and people here. So the vibe feels really quite beautiful. So I think why we are doing the Beyond Meditation here is to anchor that integration of, collaborative co-creation of coexistence, which brings together people, prosperity, and the planet, all collaboratively co-creating coexistence. Prosperity, as you know, from my perspective, is quite, it's really not just about money, but it's money and so much more. So we're just going to go on a journey. We're going to go on a journey of this collaborative co-creation of coexistence, anchoring people, prosperity, and the planet with humility, with certainty, with a vibe of celebration and rejoicing. And at the appropriate time, I'm going to just go in and bring in the Human Vibe Attunement, where we apply the amplifying frequency of being human, which is love. So get yourself comfortable, and I'm just going to be guided on taking you on a journey. You have your feet on the floor. I have my feet on the floor. And for those of you who are new that have joined, you have to wear a mask. It's mandatory outside. So I am wearing it. As long as you can hear me, that's cool. So get yourself comfortable. Your feet are on the floor. Your hands are dropped on either side of you. Your palms are facing forward. Okay, and have your feet, in line with your shoulders and completely in a straight line. So your big toe and the ankle are in a straight line. Imagine that the base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. The middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. The tips of your fingers are connected to the core of the earth. And it's this wonderful alloy of gold, silver, platinum, bronze, and copper that makes up this cord that connects to the core of the earth. And immediately you can take your hands up, put them on your thighs. Immediately the cord starts to act like a vacuum suction pump, and it is taking out of your body energies that no longer serve you. Any negativity, any lower vibrational things that no longer serve you are being taken out from your body. For new people joining, I'm at Dubai Expo, and my guidance was to still go ahead and do Beyond Meditation here. So we are doing this. Just join us. Imagine that here we are, we have an opportunity to have the vibe of every country. Every country on the planet is here, sharing with humility the work that they have been doing for people, planet, and prosperity. And also declaring how they are collaborating with each other. And a lot of the places have actually got actions that are happening in real time. So there is also a demonstration here of collaboration between technology, human intellect, and human choice. As well as a variety of stimulation of all of our senses. So just imagine each one of us who are here, as well as the countries that are represented here, are standing in a circle. We are standing in a circle, we are connected to one another. And that in that circle is expanding. And in the center of that circle is this intention, this resolve of collaboratively co-creating coexistence with certainty, with celebration, with choice, in the context of people, prosperity, and our planet. And that's in the center of it. It already, as an intention, is placed there, and we are going to bring about a blessing together of a complete harmony between each of our soul presences, which resides in the realm of infinity, which is limitless, which operates from a knowing of indestructibleness. And therefore, it is uncompromising in realizing the mission of its soul. And that presence being in complete harmony within the human form, which is the vibrational frequency of love. And it's an amplifying frequency. And this harmonization that arises and results in the dissolving of that very deep-seated conflict, we are actually bringing the blessings of this complete, pure state of harmonization between the soul presence and the human form. And with the Human Vibe Attunement declarations, we will amplify it all. So that is the vibe. So it's literally the coming together of all of these countries, anchoring people, prosperity, and the planet, along with different cultures, different ways in which we live, different choices that we exercise. All of that is being imbued with this vibe of harmony. And as we do this, and as each one of you is allowing your golden cords, the alloy cord, to release those energies that no longer serve you, it's as if the energy of conflict and anything else that no longer serves this collaborative co-creation of coexistence between people, planet, and prosperity to occur, that is also being cleansed out, cleared out of any energies that no longer serve. So with every breath you take and every release that you enable that release of that conflict. So I'm going to ask you to do a 9-4-6 breath. You're going to do the 9-4-6 breath 5 times. So breathe into the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. And you're going to do this 5 times. I'm going to turn my microphone off so you can just do it 5 times. And then you're going to focus your attention on the center of our circle. You're going to breathe into the center of our circle, love, kindness, and compassion. And you'll breathe out gratitude and peace. And you will do that 5 times. So just go with it. Go with it. Breathe into the count of 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm turning the microphone off, but I'm here. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe into the center of our circle. Love, kindness, and compassion. And breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in, love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in, love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in, love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Just imagine that center of the circle is illuminated. It is lit up by your light and by each of our light. So it is a really big, large ball of light with multitude of colors that is expanding and illuminating each one of us. Feel that light. That light comes with its own unique sound resonance. Feel it as it's entering your body and it's emanating out through you. You're now ready to amplify with the Human Vibe Attunement. We will make 3 declarations of the Human Vibe Attunement and then go straight into anchoring the human vibe for humans and humanity. And we will transmit that anchoring of the human vibe through all of these countries that are represented here with the purity of the intention of collaborative co-creation of people, with people, prosperity, and the planet. So repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. Breathe in, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands in front of your heart. Rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes. Open your eyes in them. and relax. I'll just do a little walkabout, a mini walkabout. That's a Japan pavilion. This is all about energy, sustainable energy. That's all about the application of technology. I'll take you to the Israel
Mynoo?
pavilion. Yes.
Mynoo, what is Mexico and India committed to?
India is, I haven't been to Mexico yet, but India I did go into. India is full spectrum living. There's a lot of focus on health and well-being of people. A lot of focus on agriculture. Focus on use of technology to uplift, life, standard of living for people, and also, coming up with more sustainable projects in which to invest. Like all the companies that were sponsors, they had bigger. They had videos, and most of the videos talked a lot about what they did in 2020 in terms of contributions to people, using their profits for that purpose, which is interesting. I had not experienced that before. And, as well as having got huge investments from, major companies from around the world. So it literally is like collaborative co-creation that is occurring. That's the Israel one. I haven't been into it yet. Israel, again, because of the nature of the expo and the timing of it means that everybody's using multimedia technology. This is Israel. Can you see? What was interesting also was normally when you go to places like this with you have lots and lots of foreigners who are the staff and hosts and hostesses. It's such a healthy mix of locals as well as foreigners here this time around. So this is Israel. And like that black thing over there will be the doorway into into their showcase. And they are showing us in this LEDs what they're up to. This one over here on the side is Italy. Again, I haven't been in it yet, but it's also it's quite amazing what they're doing in the context of food. Italy is doing a lot of green stuff. Soil quality is quite a big one here in Italy as well. And there's a lot that they're doing in the context of people transforming their well-being, and talk a lot about beauty as well. It's interesting, everything sort of is being talked about as a co-creation of coexistence. Right in the center over there is like a really big park, and there's a massive dome in which the concerts will take place from 8 p.m. So that's Italy here. So the live bands are getting ready. It's quite interesting how they've sequenced it. So one live band finishes in one country and another one begins. To me, that also was quite exciting to experience. Quite beautiful, right? So we can all, we can leave. You don't have to stay on the call. I just wanted to share a little bit about where I am, what I'm up to. This is a little explorer that takes you around if you wanted to. There you go. They're about to begin. The Italian musicians. Something interesting is, they have these very subtle ways of talking about sponsors. You don't have any in your face sponsored by this one and that one. Like you'll know inside who sponsored it, but it's very subtly shown. So thank you all for putting up with all the noise and everything in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting. It's such a huge expo that we'll probably need to visit it 5 or 6 times to really see everything.
Go have fun.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all.
Mynoo, how many days is it on?
It's for 6 months, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, so I can
6
come.
months. Absolutely. 6 months.
Okay.
Started yesterday and it goes on till March.
Oh, fantastic. Yay. Will you check out Mexico for me?
I
Please?
will, yes, I will.
Thank you. Okay.
Look at Israel talking about empowering, creating farms of the future. Lot of talk about agriculture and farms, by the way. Pretty much every country is talking about it.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, then I have a reason to make a visit.
yeah, totally. Thank you all. I'm going to complete the meeting. Thank you.
Lots of love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.